Hey everyone, Alex here with another episode for you guys in my YouTube series, Proverbs, God's Encouragement for You. Today's episode, we are going to be going through chapter 22 of Proverbs. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, starting in verse 1 of chapter 22, says here, "A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, and a favor is better than silver or gold. The rich and the poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all. The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it. The reward for humility and fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life." Once again, if you guys have been watching my previous episodes, we see this big theme of living a righteous and upright life for the Lord and choosing to live wisely and smart. And we see here, in verse 4, the reward for humility and fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life. So when we get to have, and I believe truly this is not just talking about physically, but also spiritually, that when we live this kind of life that's honoring to God and choosing to live for Him, we get abundant riches in heaven. Not because of our good works, but because of our willingness to serve Christ and to be of us wanting to serve Him with our whole heart. And I believe every believer will get riches in heaven. Everyone who goes to heaven will be abundant with riches. Verse 5, "Thorns and snares are in the way of the crooked. Whoever guards his soul will keep far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it." Once again, seeking wise counsel from people who have lived life longer than you, whether that's your grandparents, your parents, or people that you might know that are older than you, it's such a smart thing to do. Not because they are older or anything, but they've lived life longer than us, so they have more experience, more things, more wisdom to give to us. And it's never insulting to do that. If someone were to come up to you and be like, "Hey, do you have any advice?" Of course you probably have advice for them. And that's what we want to do. We want to give good advice to people who ask for it. And never feel ashamed for asking for advice. It's always helpful. As believers, we want to help everyone we can. It doesn't matter who they are. And then also, like it says here, training up children. So if you ever have kids, training them up to be warriors for Christ, be lights for Christ, stuff like that. It's such an honor, and in the long run, they will be very thankful for it. It will help them grow maturely in the Lord in the long run. Verse 7, "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is the slave of the lender. Whoever sows injustice will reap calamity, and the rod of the fury will fail. Whoever has a bountiful eye will be blessed, for he shares his bread with the poor. For drive out a scoffer, and strife will get out, and quarreling and abuse will cease. He who loves purity of heart and whose speech is gracious will have the king as his friend. The eye of the Lord keeps watch over knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the traitor. The sluggard says, 'There is a lion outside. I shall be killed in the streets.' The mouth of a forbidden woman is a deep pit. He with whom the Lord is angry will fall into it. Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of the discipline drives it far from him." So this verse is actually quite important, and I believe a lot of people can probably take this out of context where they say, like, giving your child the rod. People say it's like, "Oh, you're abusing your children." No, back then that was a traditional disciplinary for children, like spanking or stuff like that, but it was never out of harm or anger. They did it to help discipline the kids to not do the wrong thing, and we see that a lot in today's day. Well, and a lot of people teach about it because it is very biblical. But it's saying here, I'll read it again, "Folly is bound up in the heart of a child," which is saying children, they're young, their brains are not fully developed. They will make decisions that are not smart. And of course, we live in a life full of sin. We are born into it. We will make decisions that are not smart. It says, "Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline drives it far from him." Saying when you discipline your child to help teach them, don't do this because it's bad, they won't do that. And it helps get into their minds like, "Oh, if I do this, it's bad and I'll get disciplined for it." It's never out of anger. It's to help teach them. Because if you just let them do it without any disciplinary action, they're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep getting hurt, and they're not going to learn. And that's what it's saying here is make sure you discipline your child correctly to help them stay away from the evil. Verse 16, whoever oppresses the poor to increase his own wealth or gives to the rich will only come to poverty. Verse 17, titled Words of the Wise. So once again, we see this big theme of making wise decisions, living in wisdom and righteousness. And we see we're going to get more into that here. Verse 17, incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your heart to my knowledge. For it will be pleasant if you keep them within you, if all of them are ready on your lips, that your trust may be in the Lord. I have made them known to you today, even to you. Have I not written for you 30 sayings of counsel and knowledge, to make know what is the right and true, that you may give a true answer to those who sent you? Do not rob the poor because he is poor, or crush the afflicted at the gate, for the Lord will plead their cause and rob of life those who rob them. So we see here, big thing that they're trying to say here is, righteous anger is left for the Lord. It is not our job to give justice to people. Some for obviously police officers, yes, that is their job to do that. But when it comes to their spirit, their soul, that is not our job to condemn them to do that stuff. That is the job of the Lord. Our job is to help lead them on the right path. And if they choose not to, that's their decision. But we see here, it says, do not rob the poor because he is poor, or crush the afflicted at the gate, for the Lord will plead their cause and rob of life those who rob them. So people who are, it's not our job to give justice. That is the Lord's job. It is our job to help lead them back on the right path so they don't have to endure what is to come. Verse 24, make no friendship with a man given to anger, nor go with a wrathful man, lest you learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. Big thing right there is saying, don't get caught in the wrong crowd. Choose your friends and people you hang out with wisely, because they can have a very big impact on you, and you can have a very big impact on them as well. So just be careful. Choose the people you want to hang out with very wisely. Be very careful and safe. 26, be not one of those who give pledges, who put up security for debts. If you have nothing with which to pay, why should your bed be taken from under you? Do not move the ancient landmark that your fathers have set. Do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. And that is all I got for you guys today. That is Proverbs 22. Chapter 22. I hope this was an encouragement for you guys. I know this has been an encouragement for me. If you guys enjoy these videos, please like, comment, subscribe, share them with your friends or family. If you guys have comments, concerns, or ideas, please let me know in the comments. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts on things I can do and anything that I can do with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you guys are having a great day. God bless you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.